And last but not least, on our panel is the Vice President of the African American Association of Ghana. Please put your hands together for Gayle Nii Quaye.
Good afternoon, honorable ministers, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, and a very special thank you to the organizers and committee members of this summit for inviting the African American Association of Ghana to participate. I think those statements that are so profound, they are bound to be repeated. I am not African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born in me. The words from the great Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, they were undeniable and speak volumes about his vision for Ghana. My name is Gayle Nii Quaye, Vice President of the African American Association of Ghana, and I chose to marry a Ghanaian man, and I chose to make Ghana my home. But I am not unique, as there are many of us that have chosen to make Ghana their home. Teresa Kwache, who is the president of the African American Association of Ghana, raised her children here and is proud to say that 2 of the 3 children who were born in Ghana have completed degrees in professional training. One is a dentist, the other is an attorney, and both will be returning this August to put the education and skills that they have learned in the UK and in the US toward the development of Ghana. They are not the first, and they certainly will not be the last. Dr. Nkrumah first invited Diasporans in the 1950s. We are honored that he had the vision and saw the need for us to collaborate to develop this great nation. Fortunately, some, after several years of living here, were granted an indefinite stay. Recently, 34 Diasporans were granted Ghanaian citizenship, but there are many more in this community who live here and have not been granted this privilege. As we have the ears of many big men and women listening during this summit, we humbly request a streamlined immigration process to give us the opportunity to gain permanent residency, and for those who desire it, and probably most importantly, may deserve it, citizenship in Ghana. That said, we have prepared a video which showcases some of the lives and experiences of Diasporans living in Ghana.
I love Ghana. Flowers, the fauna, the flora. It is a beautiful country.
I don't see myself going back to the United States and living there. It's taken some time, but I kind of consider Ghana my home now.
Security is very good, and I like it here because it's a wonderful place to rear children.
The people are an amazing people, peaceful, and I've been to most West African countries and can tell you that the spirit of Ghana is a very, very unique spirit.
Education-wise, it's been excellent for my children to grow up in Ghana.
Ghana is full of opportunities.
Welcome to the African American Association of Ghana. Welcome to Ghana, the gateway of Africa. Welcome to our family.
I've been in Ghana for about 5 years, actually now going on 6.
I've now been here for a good 13 years.
I've lived here for 5 years now.
I've been living in Ghana since 1962.
I've been in Ghana 21 years.
I've been living in Ghana for 47 years.
I've been in Ghana for 51 years.
The African American Association of Ghana is truly an opportunity for people to acclimate themselves into the African fabric or the Ghanaian culture with someone to talk to who's gone through it and has experienced the things that you might not understand.
The reason AAAG was established was so that we could be of help to each other, and especially for new people who are coming into Ghana.
It was very important to most of us, and this was one way we could get together and communicate.
So we have people that come and say, oh, I've been in America so long and help me get back to my own country. And we're like, we've been here, we're here for you.
Being at AAAG helps you to understand how to navigate the waters, how to modify, how to work with, how to support each other as African Americans in Ghana, and how to integrate into the Ghanaian society as the stakeholders that we are.
Up to date, we have a membership of over 100 people, and we do so much to support the African American community in Ghana.
I came in, and it was the people in AAAG that told me the do's and the don'ts, and came to check on me because my husband, we were living in La Paz, and there were no telephones, and so they would drive down every week to check on me, and I was an active member. I later became the president of AAAG. Ghana is still a great place for business opportunities if you're looking, and you don't have to have a lot of money. I mean, we've had as many as 100 employees.
I decided to go into baking, and because I remembered I could bake. Now I have 40 employees.
So we've had some good experiences with business because some people might remember the shoes that they called, I think, Achimota sandals. But when Mr. Akuli designed the shoe, he called it Boys and Girls, which went very well.
It was business that brought me here, both times. First as a consultant to a major mining company, and I then became a consultant to the Ministry of Mines, and that continued for a number of years.
I started out with the Mormons in Ghana. I had a short stint with Data Bank Ghana Limited. I've taught at a school, and finally I've ended up at the University of Ghana working with international students.
I'm currently the director of Webster University, which is an American university, gives the opportunity Ghanaians and West Africans, Sub-Saharan Africans, and people around the world to have a U.S. accredited degree.
I'm currently doing a Master's of Arts in Anthropology, and what I'm studying is African Americans' experience living in Ghana. What I love about Ghana is so much, particularly is the food. My favorite food is ground-up soup and mutuo. If you give that to me, I will smile, Papa.
My favorite Ghanaian dish is banku and tilapia with the pepper sauce that they make.
I also love apra prensa. People can't believe that, but I do enjoy it.
When your children grow up here, they feel the sky is the limit because they don't feel that there's any drawback to them having dark skin, because they see that the doctors are black, the lawyers are black, the teachers are black, the president is black, so they have a lot of confidence in themselves.
Moving your child here, you give your child the opportunity to be a global citizen. And that is something that no one can ever take from him.
My experience in Ghana over the past 23 years has been fantastic. I've been received very well. I've been able to pursue all of my aspirations. There have been no impediments or obstacles. Life has been wonderful, and I couldn't have asked for anything better than this.
I think in my time here, I've become a more down-to-earth person. I think living here in Ghana has taught me that. It has taught me patience. It has taught me understanding. It has taught me how to be more caring towards others. And again, the humility piece, I think sometimes we lose that in the West.
We have opened up membership in the AAAG, it's not only for African Americans. We want everybody, Ghanaians, Caribbeans, people from all other cultures to come and join us.
They should come. Come with an open heart and an open mind, and they will very well enjoy Ghana.
It doesn't matter whether you're coming back to Ghana or whether you're going someplace else. We're here to kind of give you an opportunity to have your questions answered and have some orientation about what you need to do in order to come back and be real here.
I see the future with AAAG really going forward. In fact, it seems like each time it's getting better and we're getting more members.
I would tell anyone that has an interest in coming to the continent that Ghana should be a starting point for a lot of different reasons. One, the language, and then two, there's an opportunity for them to do a little more research about culture, about the nuances of Africa, that unless you take the time and you're sensitive enough to the spirit of Africa, you might truly miss the value of who we are as a people and the significant, I would call it magic of the continent, but more specifically Ghana.
Of course, everybody's not a business person, but for those people that really are entrepreneurial, they should look at coming to Ghana because they'll be able to do so much more.
Take a look and see what you can do to help develop our continent and our people.
Come and give Ghana a chance. There's a lot going on in the West, a lot that you have to think about.
Come and join us and be a part of the family. We welcome you. We welcome you to Ghana. We welcome you to the gateway. This is it.
That was a fantastic video, actually. The African American Association of Ghana has been tasked by the organizers of this summit with providing insight into the experiences of African Americans living in Ghana and the particular challenges and victories we face. As you can see by the video we just watched, and it is important to reemphasize that while African Americans may share a commonality by identifying as an ethnic group of Americans, we are not, by any stretch of the imagination, a monolithic group of people. The African American Association of Ghana consists of Christians, Muslims, Hebrew Israelites, Pan-Africanists, Southerners, Northerners, people of Caribbean descent, Ghanaians, young, old, entrepreneurs, scholars, professionals, retirees, artists, students, short-term expatriates, and long-term residents. We run the gamut. Essentially, our organization is open and welcoming to those who share our values and support our mission statement, which is to facilitate the cultural, social, educational, and economic integration of African Americans and other people of African descent returning from the diaspora into Ghanaian society. In 2016, there were approximately 5,000 African Americans living in Ghana. 5 years ago, in 2011, there were approximately 2,500. Clearly, there is an upward trend in African Americans seeking to call Ghana home. In 2016, conservatively speaking, African Americans contributed over $25 million annually in pension remittances alone. Within Ghana, African Americans and other diasporans of African descent generate millions annually, not to mention the intellectual capital that they provide. They own businesses and employ people. They build schools and medical clinics, run businesses, and work for Ghanaian and international companies as they work toward the development of Ghana. So naturally, the question arises, why do African Americans and other diasporans decide to resettle in Ghana? Like most things applying to groups of people, there is no one answer. African Americans come to raise their families. As one of our members stated, I wanted my children to grow up as human beings. I didn't want them to grow up in an environment where it does matter what color you are. We come We come for business and entrepreneurial opportunities. We come as a result of visiting Ghana, where we fell in love with the land and the warmth of the people. We come because we see this as a place of retirement. We come because we identify as Pan-Africanists and choose Ghana because of its historical context in the Pan-African movement, and we trust in the sustained stability of the government. We come because we are or were married to Ghanaians who wanted to return home. We come because we feel a sense of spiritual connection. Although there are different reasons why people come, there are fundamental reasons why they stay. It's become home. Since the 1950s, when the first came by invitation of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to be stakeholders in the development of the nation, African Americans and others of African descent have come to Ghana and continue to come as contributors to the Ghanaian society. We come as doctors and healthcare professionals. For example, we've built hospitals like the Brian Lowe Orthopedic Hospital in Mompong, and Dr. Robert Lee, classmate of Dr. Nkrumah, who opened Ghana's first dental clinics. And we participate and support health and wellness initiatives, including founding NGOs like the African Americans Against AIDS in Africa and developing the Essential Nutrition Guide for people living with HIV/AIDS. We come as engineers, certified public accountants, IT specialists, working with Ghanaian counterparts and starting our own companies. For example, co-founding B Systems, one of the summit's sponsors. And Carlos Alston, who, invited by Dr. Nkrumah, brought the first electric streetlights to Accra. We come as architects, who initially came to work in Ghana with international firms and ultimately started their own. And then there are those who worked as lead architects in the designing and building of the new American embassy. We come as restaurateurs, hotelers, guest house owners. For example, One Africa in Cape Coast, Chez Afrique, Beachcomber, Bake Shop Classics, Mabel's Table, Almond House, Jamrock, Delish, Diaspora Foods. We come to support tourism, for example, founding Lounge Tours and bringing the first international rental car business to Accra, Avis. We come as teachers embarking on educational endeavors like Basics International, located in Chokor, whose mission is to break cycles of poverty in inner city communities and to empower the disenfranchised through education to become self-sufficient members of their communities. And OIC International, Opportunities Industrialization Center, founded by Reverend Dr. Leon Sullivan, located in East Legon, which provides technical and vocational training to young people. African Americans have opened schools and computer centers and extracurricular programs, and we support local children by providing funds to attend school. Over the years, we've provided support to the Children's Wing at Corley Blue Hospital and support several orphanages in Ghana. We come as artists and students. What tends to bind all of these contributors together is the mindset of a developmental strategist. These diasporans, unlike many other non-Ghanaians living in Ghana, are not solely profit motivated, but rather they seek to enhance the development of their adopted home of Ghana. That being said, the life of an African American living in Ghana is not all milk and honey. There are definite challenges. Ghanaians and Africans who don't really know or understand African Americans and our desire to be here. Difficulty and costs associated with residency permits and the right to stay in Ghana. Infrastructure challenges, people taking advantage of their kindness, and the difficulty in understanding and appreciating cultural differences. But there are also great victories and reasons to be thankful, like finally understanding and appreciating cultural differences, raising children who are global citizens, excellent and affordable educational opportunities, being in a space where creativity and the entrepreneurial spirit is encouraged and embraced, the ability to make meaningful contributions to society, financial stability, a feeling of safety within the community, the belief that with perseverance and hard work, you can accomplish a lot, recognition that growth comes from facing and overcoming new and difficult challenges, and perhaps most importantly, the joy that comes from developing long-lasting friendships and business relationships. We'd like to conclude by highlighting what we believe to be a true representation of what can be accomplished when Ghanaians, African Americans, and others of African descent work together collaboratively. Last month, the art exhibition, In Memoriam, Portraits of the Middle Passage in Sutu, by Ghanaian artist Kwame Okotobamfo, opened in Cape Coast Castle, providing a visual representation of the millions of lives lost during the transatlantic slave trade. The installation was curated by an African American. Musical artists included the Afro Maestros, and dance performances were choreographed by a Haitian living in Ghana. The installation was attended by Ghanaians, African Americans, Diasporans, and others, and it was a resounding financial and cultural success that helped build the bridges of understanding among all participants. The African American Association of Ghana considers its current members and future members to be stakeholders in the Ghanaian society. We welcome you, all of you, to join the organization as we learn, grow, and network together through dialogue and engagement. And that is how we, together, contribute to development, opportunity, and value here in